Okay, today is the 25th day of my gluten and sugar-free weight loss journey, and I am a lot better than when I started. I shared in my first video when I started, I was just, I think, not even 2 weeks out of this shoulder surgery, and I was on medication, some narcotics, and I wasn't sleeping well, and I was just not doing well at all. And I'm a lot better now. Um, I'm still on pain medication, but really mostly at night. So my head is a lot clearer, and I know my first videos are really rambling. So I hope to kind of get a little bit better. I'm still not really able to get dressed. Um, Still really tired all the time. Still have trouble lifting my arm up, but I'm much better than I was. So we're almost at the end of a month. So I think when the next month starts, I'm going to work on getting dressed every day and just doing better because I'm getting better. That's the important thing. I know my hair is still terrible. It's naturally curly and gets really curly on this side because I sleep on this side. This is my good shoulder. I can't sleep on this side, so my hair always looks better on that side, but I hope to do better with that too. Okay, so um, this is what I ate today, and today was a real challenge because my daughter had a doctor's appointment and a really good friend took me, which is really nice of her. And we went out to eat afterwards, and that used to be one of the places that I would always slip up with before because, all the rationalization that people do, we all do it. People that are overweight, because nobody likes being overweight, I don't think. I know some people make it work and they have this fat is beautiful kind of attitude, but I really think that nobody really wants to have excess bulk because it's not easy to live like that. It's not easy to go up and down steps, to buy clothes you really like, to get in and out of cars. It's not fun. So the rationalization that I used to do is, okay, well, it's just once in a while. I'm going to eat really good at home, but it's just once in a while to go out and have like a treat. But what I wasn't considering that I think is very important is that when I went out to eat, eating all the sugar and carbs would trigger my addiction, and then it was harder to come home and eat properly. This thing popped up. Let me get rid of this. It was really hard to come home and eat properly because I was already triggered with the addiction. So usually at ethnic restaurants, like I've gone to the Chinese buffet on my videos, I've gone to the Indian buffet. That's a little easier because I think ethnic dishes aren't just so focused on, it's harder at the Chinese restaurant buffet, I admit that, because a lot of their sauces have sugar and a lot of their meat and things and egg rolls are coated in gluten. But it's a little easier to find vegetables and fruits. But I think at an American type of restaurant, it's a little harder, but I really looked hard. And I finally found something that I thought would not be too bad, would not be too terribly difficult to eat. I got a salad and a baked potato combo. Now, this particular friend, we've been friends a long time. She has a degree in nutrition, and she's really good about pointing things out in a really respectful, kind of way. But she gets her point across. She's really good at it. She kind of just looked at me kind of funny because it was like extra cheese, extra sour cream, extra dressing, extra cream in my decaf coffee. That's what's in that cup, by the way. And then she'll smile. So she's not trying to shame me or um, make me feel bad. Just kind of mentioning something out of concern, sincere concern. So I think she kind of opened my eyes to I may be overdoing it on the fats because I have found that I can't really give up everything too easily. I think that's the reason why the sugar and gluten free has been okay with me. I've been doing okay because I've been overloading on the fats. And that's not really the best idea. And that might be what stalled my weight loss and made me gain the pound, besides overdoing the gluten free carbs. So, that was a good reminder. I'm glad that happened because as you see, my baked potato is coated in quite a lot of sour cream, and under that is bacon and cheese, and my salad is kind of coated with a huge mountain of cheese, and then that big thing of dressing, and that was my second. And then that little cup in front, that was some decaf coffee with Splenda and I'd say a quarter cup of cream. That's a lot. That's a lot of fat. I did only eat half of that. That was my breakfast. Half of everything. Okay, I didn't drink. I drank 3 cups of coffee with a quarter cup. That's I didn't even realize it. That's like um 3/4 cup of cream of half and half. That's a lot. And that's on top of half of that salad and that mountain of cheese, and half of the baked potato with that mountain of sour cream and bacon. So, that's probably not the hottest idea. So, again, this is what this journey is about. This journey is about learning what works. When I have a week that I don't lose or heaven forbid gain, I got to look back at what I ate. And this might be one of my issues. So I had half of the plate and 3 cups of decaf coffee with stevia. And then I came home and I had for lunch the rest of that with some, there's the other half of the baked potato in the bowl, and the other half of the salad in the styrofoam container with the other container of the blue cheese dressing. And of course, the dressing is blue cheese, it's not anything low fat. And then along with that, I had the rest of my daughter's coleslaw. I try not to eat too much of the dressing. That's a little bowl. I try not to eat too much of the dressing because, the dressing can have some sugar in it. So I kind of drained it off with the fork, like as hard as I could. And then for dessert, I mean, I didn't eat that well, but I did stick to the sugar and gluten free. I had one serving of the sugar free gummy bears, and it's 14, and I did count out 14. Um, so I've been thinking about that. I think I've been overdoing the fats, and I do want to see that pound of weight gain from last week gone this week, and hopefully some additional weight loss, not gain. So I think I'm going to really watch the fats this week a little better because I really do think that may be part of my program. So then for breakfast, I had the meal in the restaurant, half of it. Then I came home and had the other half for lunch with some coleslaw and the gummy bears. And then for dinner, I had, not the best dinner, I had a chocolate shake with banana, cocoa powder, stevia, and sugar-free peanut butter, and the another serving of the sugar-free gummy bears. It might not have had any sugar in it, but that's a lot of sweet stuff. Again, I think that's not helping me out any. Um, I think I'm going to really kind of have to watch my program a little bit better because I do think that that many carbs is not good. And I'm going to have to deal better with the going out to eat because, I mean, it's really hard because now I'm not saying so hard I can't do it. Not hard as in that's my excuse. I just have to work harder because I'm figuring the soups probably have flour in them to thicken them, and a lot of other dishes with gravy have flour to thicken that. It was pretty hard for me, but I could have had a salad and maybe not a mountain of cheese and have that do when I'm out. I don't have to have a full meal when I mean I could just have like a salad to kind of help me last so I could get home and eat something healthier. I want to say a little bit about protein powders because I don't believe in them. I don't think that they are a healthy part of an eating plan because it's processed, it's chemicals. I have read some articles that the protein in protein powders is not very easily assimilated by your body. You can't digest it very well, so you can't make much use of it. I mean, I'm not saying it's a waste, but it's a lot better to eat real food. If you want a protein boost, eat an egg. I one time read that eggs are the most bioavailable protein, and I asked my mom's doctor about it when she couldn't eat that much, and he said that's true. So, if you want a protein boost, eat a couple eggs. And if you're worried about cholesterol, have like 3 egg whites and 1 yolk. And that's about the volume of 2 eggs. And e- having said that, um, I did buy some protein powder for my mom when she was on a feeding tube because she was used to getting her nutrition through the feeding tube. And when it came out, my mom's been through some terrible health ordeals. So thank goodness she's still with me. Um, she needed some time to get used to chewing and swallow again to strengthen those muscles. So the nutritionist suggested some whey protein powder. Not like a shake, but like a whey protein powder that I would add to like a vegetable shake because we're big on NutriBullets around here. My mom has one. And not that I'm really like all into a name brand, but that's just what my sister gave her. And then I bought one for me because I thought it worked really good. Again, not to get all like into that, like that's all you can eat. Um, but now that she has the protein shake, and then she got better, she had an occupational therapist come in and work with her and strengthen her throat muscles, and then she could eat regular food. Well, it's just sitting there. So I thought, well, as a treat, I might add some of that now that I have it to my banana and peanut butter chocolate shake and just see how that goes. I also am very frugal, not going to throw it away. I might try it, like I said, in that context, that it's here. I might as well put it in a shake, not gonna throw it away and waste it, but I would never buy it. So I'm not advocating using protein powders. I'm advocating using healthy food. But if someone gives you some as a gift, you might kind of try to put a little bit in a chocolate peanut butter banana shake. It can't hurt, but it's not necessary. And I know a lot of people that use all that stuff trying to lose weight, and none of them really lose any weight. I mean, you will see all kinds of stuff on the internet, these dramatic transformations using these products, but I don't think it's the products. I think it's how hard they were working and eating better and not eating that much and going to the gym. I really don't think that. And I'm also very suspicious of anybody that has a financial incentive to try to convince you to do things a certain way. Um, I'm not sure that's the best idea. Okay, so that was my 26th day. It um, wasn't that, or my 25th day, sorry. It wasn't that bad, but it could have been better. I could have had it a little less fat. So I'll do better tomorrow. Okay, bye-bye.